Good evening, everyone. I'm Jason Shields with JasonTShields.com, and I'm back. Welcome to my live stream. Gosh, I think it's been, 2 months since I've done my last live stream. So, yeah, it's good to be back. I have had a lot going on in my life, and um, uh, for one thing, hi Deb. Uh, I'm actually saying hello to everyone because I don't give a shit. I'm going to say hi to everyone first, and then I'll get into the astrological forecast, which is something else. So, uh, yeah, about a month ago, it's been one heck of a hell of 2 months. Back in September, I fell moving this stuff, and I fell into a a steel cart and bruised my rib really bad. And we thought it was broken, and thank God for Dr. Callahan, Catherine, for uh, b- being my nurse practitioner. But no, I'm actually all healed. It took a while for me to recuperate, but I'm back. And hello, Eva. Um, and but yeah, and then I've been without a car for 2.5 weeks. Yeah, was it 2.5 weeks or maybe even three? I think it was 2.5. But it needed some major repairs, and with the Crotch 19 going on, the lack of people, suppliers, it was hard for them to get the parts. So, but thanks to Nick's Auto Body, I hope I'm not botching the name, Jenny Miller and oh gosh, Jim Miller. Thank you for taking care of my car, and it runs like new. And the other blessing was someone came in, an angel, a fairy, and paid my bill. So that was like, wow. So yes, it's good to be back. And hi, Lisa. Thank you. And Claudia and Greg. Hello, Claudia and Greg. Welcome. It's good to have you guys. And I also want to thank, I want to do a shout out to uh, Cynthia Waddell. She sent me this beautiful card with a donation, and she has really pretty handwriting. So, uh, so she was just wishing me, speedy recovery and all that, and she also donated to the live stream. So I love this because uh, Cindy, it reminded me of my grandmother Hopkins, who loved birds, and she actually painted birds. So she was she hand painted china, and then she would burn them in the kiln. So it just was a nice little reminder of her. So thank you, and thank you for the donation. So how is everyone? I hope that you're doing well. Um, I feel freaking fantastic. Um, Now, of course, I'm looking at the lighting, and I'm this really, looks like I'm a pale ghost, but what the hell? So, um, one thing before I get to the astrology is take advantage of the 1 hour Halloween special, and that ends on October 31st. You get $50 off of your the 1 hour reading. So and the coupon code is down below. So take advantage of that. Also, my tarot course is $10 off. So if you're wanting to learn the how to read the tarot, and you're a beginner take advantage of the sale. It's oh gosh, I think it's like 137 pages. It's detailed, it's illustrated, and all that stuff. So yes, and but I'm trying to think. I know I'm forgetting someone. I mean, of course, whatever. Um, I'm sure I'll remember other stuff. But yes, so what I'm going to do is we have a lot going on, a lot going on. This past October, we have had four planets that were retrograde go direct. So what I'm going to do is, um, let's see, yep, I'm going to put y'all over here. Hopefully that'll work. And then get my uh, the notes up because, well, okay, one of the things that I was hoping to do was a live stream with the full moon, what is it called, the harvest moon or the buck moon? I forget. But this past full moon was in Aries, and my God, everybody is just angry. I mean, and crazy. So thank God that that's like over with. But yes, October has been a very powerful month for astrology because we've had four planets go that were retrograde um, go direct, and what that means is uh, when to the naked eye, when you're looking out, it looks like that that the planets are going backwards when they should be going forwards. That's what we call retrograde motion. When they go direct, it means that they stop. Okay, they appear to be stopping, but it just means that they're not really stopped, but they're just kind of changing the viewpoint or the perspective, and so now they're going forward. So we've had Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, and Mercury. Thank God the Mercury retrograde is over. I should have done a live stream on that mother effer because it was a whole shit show for many of us. But we survived, right? Pluto went direct on October the 6th, on the same day as, I believe it's the new moon in Libra. Um, and actually, that was a nice 1-2 positive punch because Pluto is the planet of the underworld, the god of hell, but transformation. So Pluto went direct and is now about to go forward in its trajectory in the sign of Capricorn. And so we'll be dealing with that here in a little bit. Saturn went direct on October 10th. Father Time, the taskmaster, the teacher, all that stuff. In the sign of Aquarius, which Saturn is still in Aquarius. On that, then we went to Mercury went retrograde, but it went direct, thank God, on October 18th, which was like 4 days ago. So on the same day, Jupiter went direct in the sign of Aquarius. So we're like, it's all full steam ahead. No more. Uh, well, I'm not going to say no more crazy shit because look at our health. Look at our world now. But prison planet, reverse world. But with Mercury retrograde, it went direct on the 18th. It's going to go through its retro shade period for just 7 days, and it's just doesn't really. It's going to kind of have the what is it? The lingering after effects So it's basically saying, okay, what have you learned through communication and all that jazz? But finally, we are entering into the Scorpio season tomorrow. Actually, today, let's see, today and tomorrow. So it'll be today. How's that fucking? I'm sorry. How's that work? The 22nd to the 23rd. Actually, the 23rd, the sun enters into Scorpio, the sign of the Scorpion. And what's interesting is at the same time that the sun ingresses into the sign of Scorpio, which begins today, Mars and Pluto, which are the traditional and modern rulers of this sign, okay, will be squaring each other. And so a square, okay, so we have the god of war, Mars, going against the god of hell, death, transformation, Pluto. And whenever you have a square, it brings an intense desire to maintain control over situations. Okay, so here's what we got. With this certain square, this is just going to take place over today through let's see, 27th to about the 24th, 25th. Because Mars is a faster moving planet. But we're entering Scorpio with a huge, massive intensity that again, what this indicates are power struggles and confrontations. And I don't know who in the chat room. I can look. Check your charts, and if you're Scorpio or Scorpio rising, this is going to affect you obviously the most. But there are other signs that will be affected too. So, yeah, when I bring you guys back, I want you to tell me. So that's going to be it's basically what's happening is we're going to have this intense desire, all of us, because we all have Scorpio in our chart, okay? We all have a Mars and a Pluto in our chart. What it's going to be doing is that we're either going to have that sense of I need to control my life situations right now, and others in our life, so that we can maintain a sense of safety and security in the midst of this chaotic fuckery that's going on right now. Here's the thing. This square can be used to your advantage or your detriment. You can use the energy of Mars and Pluto to further your career, your status, your goals of any kind, or if you decide to just sit and wait it out, guess what? You have to deal with assholes, all right, others who will attempt to dominate you, dominate your ego or your position at work, or even your position in the family. So don't sit around and just like wait this out. The square is basically saying, okay, you got to take action and you got to make some decisions. Okay, so again, this transit is only lasting for about 4 days. All right, so within that time frame, yeah, we're coming into Scorpio with a big bang. All right, so there's an intensity there with Mars, that fiery, angry, sexual energy, along with Pluto, who's like, okay, Pluto is a planet of the collective. Okay, so Pluto basically transforms us on a collective level. So we have to have that the awareness that, okay, we need to make some decisions that maybe we've been putting off, and we'll get into the tarot too, because I have a feeling that this kind of goes into play with that. So yes, then um, wonderful Mars goes. Well, the other thing is, yeah, this is why I have my notes. One thing is yes, strive for success over the next. I'm going to say actually 5 to 7 days, but in a planned, cautious way. All right, because with this Mars Pluto square, we can we have a tendency to go overboard and fuck things up. Just saying here, okay? So which some people are going to fuck up in the administration. Yeah, I said that. They're already fucking up, and it's going to be coming out here soon. And not to mention here in Madison County. Um, well, I'll get to that and maybe the news part. But finally, Mars enters Scorpio, the sign of Scorpio, on October 30th. Now, here's the fun part. This is going to be one hell of a Halloween. All right. This is going to be one of the most powerful Halloweens. And actually, witches, we call it Samhain. Um, it's known as the Witches' New Year. And, excuse me, uh, allergies, not crotch-sensing. Um, I'm an ass. Uh, on Samhain or Halloween, um, the veil between the worlds, the our world and the spirit world, is the thinnest. Okay, that's what we believe, or that's what is believed to be on Halloween. Now, this Halloween, all right, um, uh, Mars enters Scorpio on October the 30th. So, but on October the 27th, okay, so mark this down, or just take notes forever. On October 27th, Uranus, planet Uranus, is in the sign of Taurus. Its retrograde will be opposing the sun in Scorpio. And then October 28th, Uranus, retrograde, squares Saturn in Aquarius. Now, what that means, okay, and this lasts for a while. What that means is we're going to be seeing some major sightings, spirit sightings, starting on the 27th through. I'm going to say, let me see here. I did put that down. Yeah, all the way through like November the 3rd to the 4th. So yeah, you're gonna you hear some bumps in the night. If you have houses that are haunted, and I have many clients who have houses that are haunted, and just be prepared because you're gonna have more activity. We call this interdimensional. I call it interdimensional rifting, whereas the dimensions kind of like bang up against each other. We have spirit bleed throughs. It's almost like, yeah, it's a doorway where your loved ones can come through, and you can actually see them, among other things too. I'm not just saying our spirit, our loved ones. So again, it's like we have to kind of protect ourselves. But yeah, and also the higher during these times, more UFO sightings occur too. So I'm excited, and you should be too. So yes, October the 27th. So, um, but I need to go into, I see a little baby ninja. Um, Ninja's hat in the back. She's gracing with us with her presence, and Daisy Duke is down here. Um, so you just need to be nice, though, Daisy. She's been a little bitch. But then again, though, I can be too. So, so, um, but here's the thing: Uranus retrograde opposing the Sun. Um, Involves opposing factors at work. When you have an opposition, it's where you have to take the two planets and they need to be reconciled. Okay. So, with an opposition, Uranus retrograde and the Sun in Scorpio, Uranus is in Taurus, which is our possessions, personal possessions, our finances and security. Okay, our personal security. Um, Whereas the sun is, as you know, our ego. Okay, and our personality in Scorpio. So, in other words, it's like both planets are kind of like reaching out, and Scorpio is basically saying, the sun in Scorpio is saying, okay, we're going to be going into our deepest, darkest parts of our being. All right. Scorpio, I love Scorpios. I know that Scorpios get a bad rap, but they can be a lot of fucking fun and they can be hilarious, but they're so damn serious. But they're the thinkers. They're the deep thinkers. They're what I call the detectives. But Scorpio rules the eighth house. All right, and again we have Pluto and um, Uranus. No, I'm sorry, Mars and Pluto, who are the rulers that again they're squaring each other right now. So that's why we're feeling this tension. It could be sexual tension. It could be confrontation and struggles and all that. But with Uranus retrograde, remember Uranus is the awakener, the rebel. So Uranus in Taurus is saying, okay, I'm opposing the sun, but we're kind of reaching out, and we need to reconcile it. So in a way, we need to reconcile those two energies because the sun in Scorpio um, is highlighting the ego, the personality of sex, taboo, those things that we don't want to talk about, death. And don't worry, I'm not saying people are going to die. Yes, people die. People are going to die today, tomorrow, whatever. But don't worry, I'm not saying anything with you guys. If I do, I'll get to that in the psychic Q&A. Okay, which I really do see people die. Thank goodness. I mean, like see it in the future. So that yeah, the sign of Scorpio highlights our need to embrace the deepest, darkest parts of ourselves and to examine them, and most importantly, our hidden desires, hidden desires. Uh, that is why when you couple that with Uranus and Taurus, which is money and your money and possessions, it's saying, okay, um, what's happening here is we need to come up with some more innovative ways to make money. I mean, especially now with the Crotch 19 mandates. I'm sorry, but no. And I'll get into that later, but I need to stay focused on the astrology for now, Jason. I know. But it's basically saying, okay, enough is enough. And is saying, many of those of you who are against the mandate or have not gotten the prick, I call it the vagina prick. But those of you who have not gotten the vagina prick, um, because you're waiting to see, the actual science. Um, yeah, this is where this comes in for you, because and kudos to the men and women who are taking a stand. The police officers and the firemen and the nurses and the doctors, who, by the way, riddle me this, Batman, you motherfuckers. Not you guys, but tell me this: how can you reconcile? You assholes out there are who say, "Oh, it's so selfish of you not to get the vaccine, and it should be mandated," and yet you're going after the same people, the same nurses, the same doctors, the same EMTs, and the same firemen. Where did I leave out? Police officers who you regaled as heroes. And now you motherfuckers on the left, not all the way on the left, but the nut jobs, you're the same motherfuckers who are blasting them and Jimmy Kimmel, I swear to you, your days are numbered. Just saying. Um, uh, Hopefully I'll get to him back. You know what? Let me now remind me to talk about Jimmy Kimmel. Need to stay on track. This is what is bringing up, or this is what is coming up here, is that people are. This is why it's happening. I'm not saying that Uranus is doing this. It's awakening within people that inner rebel. Thank God, because it's saying, you know what? I don't need this fucking job. I can go out and get another job, or I can even go into business for myself. And if it were me, all right, yes, I got the job. But if I hadn't have gotten the job, and I was working for someone, I would, I would rather live under a bridge with the homeless than succumb to our government, to some Nazi ass communist government that is becoming our government. So, anyway, okay, okay, calm down. So, Jason, so that is what's going on with uh, um, the opposition. Now, one more thing, and then we'll get to you guys. I think I'm doing pretty good on time. So the second thing is uh, we actually have a with Saturn in Aquarius uh, is squaring Uranus retrograde at the same time. So again, a square indicates a potential. All right. So always think, whenever I say square, so Saturn is in Aquarius, okay, the sign of innovative thinking, um, squaring Uranus retrograde in Taurus. We already went through what Uranus and Taurus is. So, yes, it can be a challenging time. It requires us to make decisions and actions. But in this case, we're in what we call a mutable um, square because it's taking place in the mutable signs. So, um, with any square, it's important that we understand it. Okay, so again, Saturn, as you remember from my previous lives, is the teacher and the taskmaster. I'm just going to say he. Um, think of him as an old man, okay? Its action, Saturn's action is slow and deliberate, Whereas Uranus, the rebel, the awakener, is quick, sudden. Okay, it's our urge for freedom, whereas Saturn is our urge for safety and security. So again, this square is basically, or this transit is awakening our urge for freedom, but in a more well, yeah, in a style like, fuck you to the government, in a style where we're just not going to take it anymore as far as like money. It's like um, that bill being passed or trying to be passed where they want to track every time we have $600 and all that. Yeah, not going to happen. So again, we have all this stuff going on. So just be prepared for this Halloween. Again, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to, and that's where it's going to be a very powerful time. Spooky, if you want to call it spooky. I mean, Halloween is one of my favorite times of the year besides Christmas. So, anyway, so yeah, that is the astrology forecast for the next few days. And I'm going to get you guys over here. Where are you? So, okay. Okay. Um, Angel Fernandez, Jose Daniel, Sagittarius, Mary Lucas, Sierra in this lifetime. Okay, Angel, bear with me, and I'll answer that actually. Well, Jose Daniel, a Sagittarius, yeah, Sagittarius, interesting. Mary Lucas, Sierra in this lifetime. You know, I'll pull a card later, but my initial impression is yes. I mean, he needs to go for it. He just needs to go for it and take a chance because the main thing that I feel like is he's been hurt before, and um, it's almost like Spirit is saying, "What the hell are you waiting on?" And I feel like Jose needs to ask Lucas. So if that makes sense. So anyway, yeah. But I'll pull a card for you later in just a little bit. So um, let's see. I'm going to do the terror forecast. Now, here's the cool thing that I got for you guys. I'm going to do this slip here. And by the way, when it comes to the questions, ask me anything that you want to. Okay, I can comment even. On. Oh, I have to say this. This is so hilarious. William Fat Ass Shatner. Um, supposedly went up into space, supposedly. Do any of you actually believe that happened? I mean, no. And I said this in a past live stream that Jeff Bug-Eye Bezos went up there. No, no, because we didn't really see the proof. We just saw this big penis flying through the sky. Speaking of penises, I have the naked terror here, so yeah. So are you guys ready for? And hello, Eva, and of course I said hi to Claudia and Greg, Deb. Hello again, Lisa, and also congratulations to Robin Wilgos. Oh gosh, I knew I botched her name, and Lisa Pierce for winning the $100 gift certificates. There's there it's an awesome way just to kind of get the sale out there, and yeah, of course, give something away in return. So thank you for sharing my stuff. Also, I am going to be doing some more live streams, uh, a bunch more. I'm What I'm going to be doing there is I'm going to do a Patreon account, and that's where you can actually subscribe. You can do different subscriptions. Okay, so and then with each tier you get certain benefits. So you like certain amount off of readings each year, and so forth, and then access to private live streams that I'll be doing. Just on some really interesting stuff. So yeah, stay tuned on that one. And by the way, while I'm doing the tarot, um, I want you to be thinking about people you want us all to pray for. Because that's really important to me. And every night I practice my GPRs, which is the gratitude, prosperity, healing, and releasing. And believe me, I've had to release a lot. Um, so, okay, we have like just 8 people in here, but that's okay because if you rewatch the broadcast, you can choose group one or group two. And I actually have um, a special Halloween. I hope I don't drop this. Um, the Halloween Oracle by Stacy DeMarco, and it's really cool. So, this one, I just in time for Halloween, my favorite. And by the way, I'm actually going to be getting once I get some new tires on my car. I am going to be ready to roll and get out to see people up north, uh, out east Ohio. You know who you are. So yeah. So what I'm going to do is group one, group two. Pick which one you want to. I'm going to do group one. I think I'm going to choose for me group two. But this is also the Tarot of Dreams that I'm using. So what I'm going to be doing, and then of course the sex, the naked people deck. So so yeah, group one, group two. Um, so it's going to be the theme of this next week because again, I'm going to um, do live streams more often, and I'm going to be uploading some really cool channeled videos. I have the Jeffrey Epstein. Um, that is one. That's an interesting one. So yeah. So we're going to do the theme, the event that you're going to be looking at that's going to be happening, and then with the sex deck, the naked people, it's going to be action, and who knows? It may say have sex, but don't worry. If it does, you can interpret it that way. So, okay. I don't know why Elon Musk came to me. Okay. So, the theme for group one is ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. Okay. And so it's interesting because DNA. The theme for group one, literally, is either your health, physically, mentally, emotionally, or otherwise. Um, yeah. it's maintaining your health. I don't get really ancestors. I get like, well, actually, no. Ancestors, yeah. But it's someone, it's either you or you're taking care of someone or that you're worried about someone. So that's the theme here. It's actually kind of looking. The theme will be health related, okay, and either with you or an older person. So okay, um, all right. They're telling me to draw another one from the Halloween deck. Um, okay, the underworld. Let's see, and where all things pause and begin again. Okay, I got it now. And God bless her. That was Lily sneezing. She has bad allergies. So the theme here will be it does center around your health. It does center around again physically, mentally, or emotionally, or even spiritually. Um, either you, and it's also uh, making a decision of some kind as to uh, how to proceed with that loved one or yourself. Now, the underworld card is where all things pause and begin again. So it's not a card of death. That's a good thing. So those are the two the themes. Now, with let's see here. All right, so I've already shuffled these, so I'm going to cut the deck and okay. So yeah, I'm hoping I'm not going to drop these. They're so damn slippery. Okay, so the actual situation, we have the Knight of Coins or the Knight of Pentacles. So this is telling me that well, okay, this is going into more detail. This has to do with um, a health more on if it's not with the physical, it definitely is with the financial. And it's actually the coming or going of a matter. Nights bring change. Nights bring, in this case, um, bringing positive change. So in order for this, let me see here. And this is just beautiful, a beautiful green. Um, isn't that beautiful? So what the thing that I'm getting is what's really standing out is the shield. Okay, and it's basically again going with the ancestors and the underworld, which by the way, Pluto is the god of the underworld. Um, so again, look and see where your Pluto is at in your birth chart because that's going to kind of tell you what to look for, which house it is in, and each house has something that it refers to. So that's the area of your life that you're going to be working on healing. But I feel like this would be either financial or in a material kind of way. All right. So yeah. But I feel good though. It's like you're the main thing though is for you to sit and pause and reflect before making a major decision regarding money, okay, or uh, well, finances, or even your material possessions, or even where you're living, and so forth. So there you go. Now, okay, let's see what the I forget what that's called, the terror sex or whatever. I just call it the naked people deck. So, um, okay. All right, so we have the 19, the sun. Um, a couple making love outdoors. Yeah, I did that once. I mean, it wasn't really like making love, but yeah, in my heyday, yeah, I did a lot of raunchy shit back in the day. I'm surprised I never got arrested, but did I say that? Anyway, so the action here is for you guys to actually not couple. It does involve another person. Okay, getting the advice of another person, getting uh, um, guidance or input and cooperating with that other person in order for this to be successful. Um, all in all, if you are facing a major health issue, rest, take a pause, then with the night, take some action, and then obviously have someone that you consult with or get a second opinion with, and then proceed. If it's finances, this is like a green light. Go for it. Okay, so there we go. Now group two. That's where I'm at. Let's see. I pulled two, just like I did the other ones. Okay. Vampire. Ooh la la. But this is so cool. Emotional intelligence is our theme, group two. Emotional intelligence. So, I don't put, I don't think the vampire. Well, yeah, I get it. Emotional intelligence, and then the second one is the owl. Okay. And wise seeing and wise action are our themes. Here's the thing: we all have emotional intelligence or EQ. I mean, that is a thing in psychology. So, and we can test it. Now, you may be thinking when you go on I'm sorry, Facebook, you might be thinking, oh dear, there's not really many people who have emotional intelligence. True. What this means is our theme this week is to look at, and I'm going to be really specific here, a certain person in your life, in my life even, who is an emotional vampire, and having the wisdom, okay, to recognize them. Now, that being said, okay, so our situation, what kind of situation is this in? Okay, well, oh boy, I'm kind of wondering why I did two. Good to the tower. The tower is ruled by Mars, and we already talked about Mars, the god of war. Um, the tower is a major life situation that we don't really have much control over, but it is a major awakening. Okay, it's something that we can't really control, but it's how we respond. So this I need to draw another event card. Okay, so wow, we got some big ones here. So the nine of coins. This has to do with a female in your life, or it could be a male who has bitchy characteristics. So for instance, yeah, I can be a total bitch, and I'm a man, so but yeah, the nine of coins or the nine of pentacles has to do with your oh gosh, an actual person that you're dealing with this next week, or you're going to be dealing with, that really you have no control over, and it's going to be part of your. It's going to require you to make a decision. Do I want this person in my life or not? Because what I sense is drama, drama, drama. And again, you guys will have questions. I'll pull a card. I'll pull a card for the rest of the hour to answer your questions. So, but that for group two, that's what we're doing with. Now, the action. Let's see what the. Let's see. Well, the moon card. Oh, and that, let's see. Oh, come on. Oh, good. There we go. Yeah. No, it's not to have an orgy. Although, hell, it's Halloween coming out, so that could be a theme. um, so, so with this, yeah, the action is basically, well, okay, what I'm getting here, wow. Well, yeah, these people are having sex, making love, whatever, on the beach under the full moon. I've done that once, um, but not like this. And the energy that I pick up is without abandon. Okay, so it's like, okay, I know I need to get this person or situation. Okay, so the nine of coins or pentacles can also refer to your resources, because pentacles coins have to do with the nine is the ending of a cycle. Okay, and then we go to 10, which is the beginning of the cycle. So really, part of it is like, okay, it's something that we can't really control, but with our wisdom, it's like, okay, it's happened. We need to acknowledge this, and then we need to just move on to the next cycle. Okay, so really, it's like, yeah, loose and let go and grow, and let go and trust. So that's for group two. So Lisa, you're group one. All right. So, um, yeah. Well, okay. Questions. Angel. If you're still in here, I will. Let me see here. I'm gonna pull a card for um your question. Just gonna see. Yeah. Okay. So the card I pulled was the star, and let's see if I can. Oh, of course. Let's see. Which is Aquarius, related to Aquarius. So yeah, this is a really good card to pull for a a romantic relationship that wants to go further. So yeah, the star is like um, uh, obtaining a balance. It's obtaining uh, uh, a healthy self-esteem, because if you look here, this is one tough ass bitch. Okay, she's not afraid. She's letting it all hang out, and she knows what she's doing. So with Jose Daniel, And Lucas, yeah, but both of them will have to kind of like own their own um, um, identity. Okay, and yeah, I actually think that they will marry in this lifetime. How old are they? I mean, if you can, or are they? You said that they're friends of yours, so yeah. Any questions or comments or whatever? Um, I what was it that I forgot to prayers for? Okay, is that Bricky or Bricky? Okay, you got Alexandra. Um, and yeah, yes, you know, it's important you know, part of this is you know, as we're going to Scorpio, Scorpio season goes into uh, okay, okay. So Lisa Pierce, I have recently found out someone very close to me is a prescription addict. I had to make a life changing decision. If I don't, she will die. Okay, okay. You know, Lisa, the best thing that you can do is just be there for her. Uh, Addiction hits close to home with both myself and John because we do have family members who are addicted, who suffer from addiction, and so it's hard. It's hard. Um, Jimmy Kimmel, thank you, though. So yes, so just pray for them, send out blessings and um, to them, and I will keep Bjorky. I hope I'm saying it right, Bjorky, Bricky, in my prayers, or in all of our prayers, and yeah, Jimmy Kimmel, uh, this asshole. Um, okay, he did blackface, number one. And he's this left wing nut job Democrat. And of course, he can do blackface and not get canceled. But Megan Kelly can just talk about it and she gets canceled. Of course, she also sued and got a lot of money. So hats off to her. But yeah, Jimmy Kimmel was stated, and um, not word for word, but he was saying something about that the unvaccinated should not be allowed to be admitted into the hospital. And I'm thinking, uh, I'm not sure that was like if that was like a joke or what, um, but when he said it, he was pretty serious. I'm thinking, how many things have you said and done, like blackface, and how's come you get away with it, right? I mean, um, yeah, and then we have Biden. Well, I actually have a new term for him, bumbling Biden, who in this past town hall, which I could not watch. Uh, I don't know if any of you watched it. I can't. Um, that that it was just from what I heard on the radio because that's where I get my news. These idiot reporters were asking him these stupid questions like, "What's your?" I'm being facetious, but what's your favorite color? And it wasn't, they didn't really press him hard. Now, the one guy, I'm not sure who it was, but they did ask him if he was, why haven't you gone down to the border? And the idiot said, well, I've been so consumed with the hurricane. What the fuck? That was months ago. And to my knowledge, Kamala, you haven't been down there either. So yeah. Anyway, the thing is what we're going to be seeing here. Let's see, this next, actually, the rest of this month and November. Um, there's going to be a complete turnaround of events because, and something that Kyle Jackson on my business page had written, it is next year going to be better for Tauruses. And Kyle, if you're rewatching this, yes, and I'll go on my page and answer that too as well. Uh, right now, Uranus is retrograde in Taurus, and so um, that's a lot of conflict there. So when Uranus goes direct, it's going to be it's going to kind of open the floodgates again, and for you Taurians out there, you should start to feel a little bit more relaxed instead of so focused on inward. Okay. Yeah, Lisa, I love you too. And 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 uh, uh, and thank you for watching. And by the way, I will be uploading some videos, and I will also be doing some lives too, lives outside. So if you guys have a haunted house that you would like me to explore, and if you're willing to allow me to live stream, I will come. I mean, if it's in a reasonable distance, contact me through my website. It's down below. And we'll do a special live stream that night. And I'll go through it for the first time and just kind of tell you and the viewers what I'm seeing and so forth. But hey, I did a fantastic job on timing. Are there any other questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace. By the way, Eva, Jim is really near, and also apologize for Jimmy to me for me. I did get his text. He was like wondering where he put his pistol. Did he find it? Because if he didn't, I can actually do it right now if you're still on. He does. Okay, cool. He did. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So thank you everyone for being a part of tonight's broadcast. He did. Okay. Awesome. So, oh, by the way, I was going to ask her about the dog too, but I'll give you a call sometime next week when I'll have more time. Again, take advantage of the Halloween special. And I will, again, I'm going to be getting some new wheels for my car, that is. And so I'll be traveling and doing some psychic parties. I'm going to be doing some interesting live streams coming up soon, too. We're going to be talking about my UFO abduction experience. Yeah. We're going to be talking about, the basics of astrology, and suddenly showed up where we already left. See, you know what? Yeah. Okay. Here's the story. For those of you who are not reading the chat room, Evan's son Jimmy texted me a while back, and he said, "Jason, I can't find my pistol." Okay, and it was connected to his father, his who has passed, and And I didn't get back to him. So I was just asking Eva, did he ever find it? And she did. She said that it was the same place where he lived before. Well, here's the thing, Eva. Mr. Jim here, okay, your husband, uh, purposely concealed it. They can do that just to fuck with you. So just tell Jimmy it was his dad's way of saying, you know, Bud, I love you, son, I love you, and I'm just fucking with you. Okay. So okay. Hi, Roberta or Robin. Okay. So, okay, Alexander, should I stick with my current location for my business or start looking for other potential locations? So, okay, let me see here. Um, Stick with your current location. I'm going to answer it. Well, they say pull a card first. So, okay, Alexander. Then, of course, sorry, Daisy. The cards just fell on the floor. But I got the one, so that's what it means. So awesome. So let's see. The Eight of Cups. Now, let me see here. Okay. By the way, this is called the Terror of Dreams. Um, Terror is one of my favorite. It's actually one of my favorites, top five. And what this is saying is consider looking for other potential locations. Eight of Cups means eight is financial money. Okay, so Alexandria is um, yeah. By looking for another location, I feel like it's going to put you out there more, and you're going to be more visible, if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, and the eight also 8 weeks is what I'm picking up as far as that timing, and let's see. 8 weeks to actually 8 weeks to 3 months because um this card also has to do with Pisces too. So the sign of Pisces, what is that? Um, anywhere from now till February. But I feel like it's gonna come sooner than that. So yes, I would look out for other potential locations because it's gonna give you a step up. Get it? Step up. I know I'm cheesy. So yeah, thank you for your question. Oh, and Eva, my pleasure, honey. I love you. I miss you guys. And with the car fixed, I can now come see you guys. Uh, so yeah, we can hang out and we can line those readings up too, because I need to get back in gear with doing parties again. I'm also thinking about doing some what I call gypsy parties, psychic parties, where I do half-hour readings, um, and we just do the tarot. We do the I do palmistry and cowrie shells. And COWRIE. And it's where you take the cowrie shells and there's 16 of them and you shake them and I cast them on this mat and I read them. So it's a fun thing, but it's also kind of like the hoodoo voodoo, but it's very powerful. So yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for being with me tonight. And yes, Deb, I do read poems. Actually, I'm working on a book, among others. I have the tarot course, and thank you, Deb, for purchasing the tarot course. I hope that you're gonna love it, actually. And Yeah, I hear the little kitty cat. Are you gonna come up here? Okay. Um, so you're gonna love that, and Miss Ninja's making her appearance. Just don't get burnt. My Yeah, it's a zero answer. But yes, I've been reading palms since I was 18. I got a book on palmistry actually earlier than that, when I was 16. I purchased a book on that. So yeah, I'm gonna be kind of brushing up on that, and so we're gonna do like a tarot reading. The thing with the half hours is it's hard for me to do mediumship because as all of you know, I've read for all of you pretty much, that it takes a whole hour because of all the stuff that comes through. So, and who was it? Yes, Claudia, I do look forward to seeing your daughter next week, and also Deb, your mother. I get to see her next week with you. So, but yes, thank you guys for also for your referrals. Catherine, my friend Catherine, she's suggesting, and I would love your input. So you can comment in the chat room or just comment after the video is over. Um, she's saying do a billboard, and I'm thinking, what what would I mean, I don't know. A billboard, she says, is around $600. So, I mean, I've never really advertised. I've never advertised in my entire life, maybe once, but it was like, no, I haven't. It's all been through referrals. So, but yeah, let me know what you think. And also create a slogan, uh, a catchy slogan, and put it in the comment below. I would be really interested to see what catchy slogans that you guys come up with. And of course, what I should wear if I choose to do this, because $600 is a lot of money, and of course, then you get into where to place it. Where the traffic is and all that. So um, I'm considering it, but I'm not like really sold on it. So, but yeah, Deb, I do agree. Word of mouth is good. And uh, also, Deb, thank you for the cupcakes. I was really good. I only ate half of them, and I gave John the other half. Deb came to see me yesterday, and she came with cupcakes because she knows I love cake and popcorn and jelly beans. So they were delicious, and but I was good. And also, I hope I remember the right person, Rita. Um, I want to thank Rita out there for bringing me that wonderful cider from the orchard. That was I still have some, but that was delicious. So my clients Jelly Belly is my favorite. Yes, you must be psychic. Um, yeah, Jelly Belly. But yeah, my clients bring me the most awesome things when they come to see me. It's always a surprise. So, um, and Susan Caterman always brings me donuts from their Sunrise Bakery in Fort. Oh God, I'm gonna botch it up. Fortville, Indiana, or yeah, I think it's Fortville. But anyway, um, but yeah. Thank you for doing that. It's always a surprise, so I enjoy that. But I am going to go. I'm going to have some dinner, and then I'm probably gonna just crash because I'm taking off tomorrow, and then I'm back at it Sunday with 3 readings, and then I have a full schedule next week. Not full, but I do have openings in case you guys decide to book. So, but I love you guys, and peace, prosperity, and happiness to all of you. And until next time, okay? Love you guys, and have a good night.